Our next guest is Andy Kennedy, who's the Vice President of Business Development for MEDL Mobile. Hey, Andy.
How you doing?
All right. So, what is MEDL Mobile?
We're a little bit different. We build apps for other people. We have apps that we build for ourselves, obviously, but we're custom development and mobile strategy. So today we're going to be showing off Learn to Draw, which is a partnership we have with Walter Foster. If any of you guys are familiar with Walter Foster, they're a 75-year-old publishing company that's been doing how-to books forever. So.
All right, this is a really cool app, but afterwards I want to show another app that
Yeah.
you guys built as well. All right, so roll the video.
Welcome to the world of the Walter Foster iPad app. Learn to create stunning digital renderings of virtually anything with easy-to-follow, step-by-step art instruction guides. Each lesson takes you through the steps with voice or text-based instructions. You can pause at any point during your lesson and pick right up where you left off. Your drawing tools come pre-adjusted to closely resemble their counterpart in real life, and you can modify aspects of each tool to suit your personal preference. You can purchase new lessons right from within the app, or test your skills with the freehand drawing mode.
So Walter
The
Foster
app comes with
approached us some time ago. They wanted to learn to draw on the iPhone, which really wasn't going to work so well. So when the iPad came out, we were really interested in the tablet space, and we saw the potential here and basically developed this app. And this is a partnership between the two companies. So this would be our app, and this is something we do with them. And there's a revenue share involved. So when I travel, this is if we could get this going. This is one of my favorite things to do. It's probably the best icebreaker there is when you're on an airplane. And you know, I use it. My 4-year-old uses it. So it's pretty neat. I mean, you do a lot of tracing, but you can come out with some pretty neat artwork, and you'll find yourself be able to replicate that stuff. So that's one of the apps that we do. And
Well, I want to, before we get to a couple of the others, I want to talk about your business model
Sure.
a little bit. So that you just said that was a revenue share.
Uh-huh.
There are different things that you do. You have your app incubator program. Talk about the different business models that you offer.
So our app incubator program is a technology incubator. So people could submit their ideas, whether you're a high school student, we have junior high students, or you could be a working professional. If you have a great idea for an app, but you don't necessarily have a budget or a time frame, you could submit it to our incubator. And that was launched, I think, about 18 months ago. And we have close to 70,000 ideas in there now, and we launch one every month. And what we do is we pick one, we green light it, we develop it, and then we share the profits with a person that had submitted it to us. And we've done, I think, close to 50 apps that have just been incubator apps.
And you have an alliance program as well?
Our alliance program just launched. The way the alliance program works is, as Seth had said when he started, when the first app show they did, there was only 50,000 apps in the App Store, and there's 300,000 plus now. And a lot of those apps are great apps, but apps are brands, and it's hard to get attention. You could develop a great app and you could deploy it, but it doesn't mean it's going to be a success. It's not something, if you build it, they will come. So what we do is we find apps that have immense potential that are basically deployed, and the developers are struggling, and then we acquire those apps, whether it's to monetize by white labeling it and having a business take over it, or we just go in and through a partnership with them. So that's kind of what we do with our alliance, and we're about to go on a big buying spree, buying apps as well.
All right, I want you to show, we're going to talk about Monster, but I want to talk about Teleflora because that's more fun. I don't know if we'll be able to see it adequately here because it's on an iPad. You may have seen the television commercials during the Super Bowl, but this is this is good for all of us, men and women.
Teleflora, and the whole, I'll hold this up, the whole premise of the Flower Coach app is guys don't know how to write letters for flowers, which we usually don't. So let's try that. Can we take it out a little? There. Oh, there we go. You got this? out. Okay, so I'm going to put my wife's name in here. And they had come to us, and they had a Super Bowl commercial with Faith Hill that kind of tied into this. I don't know if you guys saw it. So I put our names in, and then it's basically decision making. I could write a letter that's, you know, silly or serious. I can be sexy or Shakespeare. I'm going to be pretty silly in Shakespeare. Maybe I'll just be that. And my beloved Ashley, the fire of my desire hath no bound. The girth of my mirth will astound.
Ladies, huh? Huh?
So yeah, I mean, and then I could just order flowers from that. And one of our sales guys, John Orlando, when we were discussing this, he actually orders flowers now. He went from jerk to gentleman because of this app. So
I gave him a business idea earlier for all the men who fuck up and have to send flowers. We're gonna make an app for that.
Yeah, we're gonna add a I think it was the apology slider as well.
The apology slider.
But this kind of shows we have a lot of fun. I mean, we do apps for startups. A typical day for me is I'm dealing with two guys that come in, or a small business that comes in and they want to take their website or their concept to the app store, and we're building an app for them. Or big brands, Teleflora, we do things with Monster.com. So it's really all over the place. We do things with celebrities as well. We have a game that's about to come out for Cristiano Ronaldo, the soccer player. So we're having a lot of fun doing a lot of different apps, doing them for ourselves, doing them for other people. We're buying them, we're building them. I mean, everyone in this room knows how fast this is going and how much opportunity is out there.
Quick question for Andy before we go over here.
So are you also doing the distribution strategies in terms of getting them posted on some of the app stores?
Correct. We do marketing. I mean, especially for the
So
partnerships.
just for the live stream audience, are you doing the distribution? The question was, are you doing the distribution, getting it in the app stores and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, any app that we build, we unless it's for a really big brand, then they'll publish it. But we publish it for them. We have an outstanding relationship with Apple, so that helps as well. We have an API that we put into apps, so we can send pushes to a lot of people that have MEDL apps, which is also helpful. So there's definitely marketing that goes into it. A lot of the big brands, when they engage us, there's two ways. They sometimes come to us with an RFP, and that's how Monster.com approached us, is we answered an RFP. And then sometimes they come to us and they go, we want to get into mobile. It's big. We have a budget for it. We really don't know what we want to spend. We really don't know how we want to do it. And then we do ideation and pre-development consulting, and that just really involves getting all the big minds in the room, our engineers, our marketing people, and just starting on the whiteboard. Our office is whiteboards. We have 12-foot whiteboards everywhere, and then we start storyboarding and wireframing, and then going from there and build a strategy for them.
So definitely also, we didn't get to it, but check out Monster. It's not what you might think it is. It's a pretty cool twist on what Monster does. So Andy, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
I expect the revenue sharing from my apology.
Yeah, I'll have my people call yours.
I appreciate that.